Hi guys, Tom Morrison here, and today we're going to talk about the Piriformis muscle. Always wear odd socks when you're doing handstands. For those of you that don't know, the Piriformis muscle is this little thing here. It gets blamed for so much stuff, and it's not really the fault of the piriformis, it's just the easiest one to point the finger at because of where it is and where the pain will generally radiate from, or the tightness will feel and all that there sort of stuff. One of the things that I would sort of push for people to be aware of is that using a ball in that area may give temporary relief, but may actually be like making it worse over time, because you could actually be inflaming that sort of area and causing yourself to have more issues over time. You do want to think about strengthening, but also, to get really boring with it, you want to think about overall training, okay? So, I like a good analogy, so let's tell you a story. Bob has no friends. If you have a friend called Bob, tag them. But why does Bob have no friends, okay? Bob works 80 hours a week. He goes to work, sits at a desk by himself, doesn't have to speak to anyone, just has to do his work, and then he goes home. Then he plays computer games all night. He doesn't go to the gym, he doesn't go out, he doesn't go to gigs, he doesn't go to any events. He never puts himself in a situation that he will meet people. That is why he doesn't have any friends. It's not just that Bob's not likable. It's not just Bob's fault that he doesn't have any friends. The situations that Bob is putting himself in means he won't meet any people. So that's why Bob doesn't have any friends. Now, if we put that to your piriformis, your hip does a lot more stuff than just running, or just squats, or just deadlifts. There is a lot more things that have to be taken into consideration. The video cut out a bit too soon. Muscles kind of change their function depending on where they are. So if we relate that to the hip, whenever your hip is down here, the muscles will be doing something different to whenever the hip is up here and it's having to move in that same way. Failure to work at both of those sort of heights, whenever your leg is straight and down, and whenever you're actually in deep hip flexion, moving your hips in those different positions is something that's going to make your hip move better, which therefore means the piriformis isn't going to get annoyed as much. So what it is doing is sending a signal, or giving you pain, or giving you tightness. Your body's talking to you and it's saying, look, your hip is not strong enough to support your structure. You need to do something about that. So instead of jamming into the piriformis, or even blaming the piriformis anyway, which isn't helpful, actually look at your overall training. Are you moving your hips in the ways that they're supposed to move? Not just like this, but this is a good one. But this drill here that I really, really love, this up and then out and then rotate and then press back and then back round with a bit more focus than that, is a great drill. So it's a standing hip cars drill, and one of the other really, really nice drills to be doing is that 90-90 position that everybody is posting about at the minute. Like, everyone is. There's so many trainers that are promoting this exercise, and it's just so important to be working on and doing, and it's just sitting in this position here again. So it's not, you know, I can relate this to fixing your knees, fixing your back pain, fixing anything, but what it really does is just moves your hip through all of those different positions that it can move into. So what you want to be doing is thinking about how joints work and letting them move the way they're designed to move. If you don't do that, like I said, you're going to be getting those signals, which are going to be pain, and then you can go down that route of going, oh, I'm so unlucky, everything's against me, my training sucks, I can't do this, I can't do that. Work your hip, work all the muscles of your hip in different ways, and you don't need to get too obsessive about it. Just a little bit every day, for 5 minutes here and there, will go a long way, and it will help you to get stronger and be able to do all those things that you love. So give your hip some love. Stop blaming the piriformis so much on things, because it doesn't help that much anyway, and just assess your overall training. Okay, guys? Are you still here? If you are, you should get the Simplistic Mobility Method from my website. It does address a lot of those things, and it is, yeah, it's just awesome. If you can't do the stuff from the Simplistic Mobility Method, in my opinion, you should not be trying to lift heavy weights or running or anything like that. You need to address all the stuff in the Mobility Method first before you actually move on. Okay? Thanks for watching, and thanks for staying this long. Are you still here? Good on you. Leave a comment of some kind. Let's go for bananas. If you stayed to this point, I want you to comment bananas on this post.